What's going on, everybody? James Bouligny here for Cover 1. We are at the state championship games in AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. We have 8 games to get through. Our man Ryan Chadwick, Dick Thompson, and Scott Menchaca are up there getting all the highlights for you, and I have compiled them all, and we have scripts for you to get through all 8 games. Before we get into it, though, we have to thank our title sponsor, Whataburger.
Whataburger now has new premium coffee. That means a brand new taste with new flavors. And it's coming in hot and iced cold. New hot and iced coffee from Whataburger, just like you like it. For the first time ever, Whataburger has iced coffee. So hey, get vanilla iced coffee with breakfast, caramel iced coffee with a snack, and for dinner, how about mocha iced coffee? Or just get plain. Nothing wrong with a classic. New iced coffee from Whataburger, just like you like it.
All right, there's our Whataburger. Go get some Whataburger today. Let's get into some games. We're going to start with 1A, then we'll go 2A, 3A, and then 4A. We've got Jayton and Gordon. We've got Munster Ganado. We've got Gunter, Columbus, and Carthage and Salana games coming up. We're going to get right into Jayton and Oakwood real fast. Go ahead and bear with me here. It's just me by myself. All right. First up, we have Oakwood and Jayton starting off the game. We have a bad punt that sets Jayton with great field position. There we go, Jayton ball. Stanley pitches it back to Bouligny, who has a great name, by the way. He fumbles it at the goal line, but Colt Gentry is there to scoop it up in the end zone. Jayton scores 8-0 with 8:01 left in the first quarter. Oakwood ball. Darian Thomas tosses it back to Eli Petit, who looks down and absolutely zings it to Gavin Wilbanks for a huge chunk of yards here. Great play by Oakwood. Panthers on the goal line, and Petit tries to pitch to Wilbanks, but he can't get a hold of it, and Colt Gentry scoops it up and returns this one for a touchdown, 16-0, Jayton with 5:01 left in the opening quarter. All right, Panthers possession here. He's going to try to fake out the defense, but they're not buying what he's selling. He launches it downfield, but it falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. Here you go, Jaybird's ball. Quarterback in there is going to lob it to Gentry, who's going to slip out of a tackle and get across the line for his 3rd touchdown of the state game. 22-0, Jayton with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball back to Jayton. Staniland goes deep to Eddie Ramirez, who gets a big gain here. Great play, and with 6:37 left in the second quarter, Bouligny catches out the backfield and gets in the end zone. 30-0, Jayton just putting it on him. We have known Jayton has been this good all year long. All right, Oakwood needs to get something positive here because Jayton's getting off close to that 45 mercy rule in 6-man. Velasquez takes the ball and he's looking around. He ends up just taking it, but fumbles it. Bouligny comes up with that. This Jayton defense is playing outstanding. Jayton now up 38-0. Stanley ends up with it. He wants to get in on the touchdown party himself, and he ends up scoring here. Jaybird's up 46-8 after an Oakwood score. 3:04 left in the second quarter. And we have 58 seconds left in the half coming up, and Jayton Staniland is just going to want to get himself another one. He's going to get upfield, cut there, in for the score, 54-8, and that would close out the half. Congratulations to the Jayton Jaybirds. Colt Gentry is your defensive MVP, and Staniland would be your offensive MVP. We've all known how good Jayton has been all year. Ryan Chadwick and Nick Thompson both saw them personally, and they just blow teams out of the water. They are a complete team, and now they're state champions. All right. So Jayton beats Oakwood 54-8. Congratulations, Jayton. Let's move on to Gordon and Whiteface. This game is another one where Gordon has been 45ing teams all year long, and they are just a a powerhouse. Coming up, starting off the game, we have Striker Reed here running the ball in for the score to give Gordon the early 8-0 lead with 7:47 left in the first quarter. They would add another score, though, to go up 16-0 with 6:13 left. I don't understand why this was slowed down. It's just the way it came in, and it looked real funky when I tried to mess with the speed of it. So I just kind of had to leave it alone. That's Oscar Gandara with the catch. He gets upfield to give Whiteface a huge play. And they end up moving the chains here. And trust me, you do not want to get behind against Gordon. The Longhorns are just too good. And they're already down 16 at this point. So this play sets up Whiteface extremely nice for what is an Ethan Kaufman touchdown. He's going to catch it here. And with 5:33 left in the first, they cut into the Longhorns' lead 16-8. Longhorns took that touchdown personally, though. And here Aiden Shank, returns the kickoff for the score. He gets upfield. And this puts Gordon up 22-8 with 5:23 left in the first quarter. Coming back up on a Whiteface possession here. Isaac Solis is going to snatch the ball out of the air here, get upfield. He gets stripped by Braden Walters, and Striker Reed's there to recover it for Gordon. Longhorn football. And you know what? The Longhorns didn't get a freshman involved here. This is Matthew McLean catching this one. He's wide open downfield. He's going to come back across the body like that with that pass and get upfield in for the score. Gordon now leads Whiteface 28-8 with 4:18 left in the first quarter. Whiteface's quarterback Solis is going to throw to his intended target, number 1. That's Luke Gresham. But the Longhorn defense is going to take it away. Only thing is, a penalty negated that interception. And now the Antelopes are driving here, and it's going to be Ethan Kaufman getting upfield in for his second touchdown of the game so far. The Antelopes cut into the lead again. They're now 28-16, 3:08 left in the first. And this is Gordon's Ryan Reed cutting upfield, taking matters into his own hands, and getting in for the score to extend the lead 36-16 with 2:55 left in the first quarter. Antelope ball here, and Gandara is going to make a huge catch for Whiteface to end the first quarter. Antelopes end up on the goal line. Jeremiah Rendon getting in for a touchdown with 9:55 left in the half. The score is now 36-24, but Gordon is still in control of this one. Whiteface here trying to be aggressive with an onside kick. Walters is going to recover this kick, though, and he's going to end up getting across the field and getting up, taking it back to the house. But the refs ended up deciding that the Longhorns were being too aggressive, and it was called back due to a penalty. It's okay. Longhorns Ryan Reed says it doesn't matter. He takes this one, spins out of a tackle there, and takes it home with 9:11 left in the half. Gordon leads 44-24. And that score at half ended up being Gordon ahead 58-24. And this is something Gordon hasn't really had to do all year, and that's play in the second half. Here's the last touchdown of the game. Striker Reed gets this one, takes it to end the game 70-24. Rye Reed is your defensive player, is your defensive MVP, and Striker would be your offensive MVP. Congratulations to the Gordon Longhorns on their state championship. Like I said, congratulations on the 1A. Jayton and Gordon have been monsters all year in 1A football and have been dominating opponents. So to even take Gordon in the second half, I don't think they've played a second half game all year, if I'm being honest with you. They've just been 45ing everybody. But we're going to move on before we do we have to thank Great American Cookie. Show your hawk pride with a custom cookie cake from Great American Cookies. Celebrate in style with a treat that's as sweet as victory. Find us next to Cinemark Tinseltown in the Sherwood Way Shopping Center at 4553 Sherwood Way. Great American Cookies, where every occasion is worth celebrating. All right, we're going to get into some 2A ball. This was Munster and Shiner and Ganado and Stanford. Two of the better games, I believe, at state this year. The Stanford game went to 3 overtimes, and Munster and Shiner were just trading blows up, back and forth. We're going to go ahead and get into this one. Let me actually bear with me here. All right. Each-way ball, Munster Shiner. Hornet quarterback Casey Carney is going to punch this one in for the first touchdown of the game. 10-14 left in the first. Munster 7, Shiner 0. And this gets you some brownie points here. This is 4th and 11. Shiner quarterback Carson Shewitt hits Jarvis Williams for a 29-yard touchdown. Gets in for the score there. Shiner ties the game 7-7. Into the second quarter coming up, though. Carney going to take this one right up the gut. In for the touchdown. Munster leads 14-7 with 11:55 left in the second quarter. Big play alert here. Williams tosses it to Quincy Jones, who takes it upfield and stutter steps a defender here, pushes him off, gets in for the 74-yard score. Shiner tied the game 14-14 with 10:11 left in the half. Here comes a Munster 4th down. Carney takes the snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to hit number 8 here, Garrett Hess. He'll go down about the 7-yard line. And this sets up their next play. Carney up again for getting in for his 3rd touchdown of the game with 4:17 left in the half. Munster is up 21-14 and playing extremely well. Carney is just incredible right now. Munster ball again looking to extend their lead, but Jarvis Williams has something to say about it. He picks off Carney here, and now Shiner has possession. Closing out the second quarter here. 1:51 left, and Clayton Frick is going to one cut, cloud of dust, 44-yard touchdown. Shiner ties it up again, 21-21. And now we're going into the third quarter here. 5:44 left. Nolan Peel slams this one in the end zone. Munster scores, and the 2-point conversion is good. Shiner here going a little pro with a little tush-push eagle action on the goal line. That's Carson Shewitt, and he's successful with a successful 2-point conversion. Shiner claims the lead heading into the fourth quarter, 29-28. And this is just a backbreaker right here. 40 seconds left in the game. Munster ball. Who else but Carney takes it in, powers this one in for a touchdown. Hornets score, and they end up going for 2 here. Here's the 2-point play. Carney snap, rolls out to the right, hits Caden Clement for the conversion, and Munster leads 36-29 with less than a minute left in the game. Shiner ball. Shewitt looks, launches Hail Mary situation here. Tipped it to 22. That's Ethan Hinton for the interception, and that does it. Munster wins the state championship 36-29 over the Shiner Comanches. You got the Carney family there hugging it out on the field. Casey would be your offensive MVP. This is Munster's second state title win. Their last one was in 2017. All right. Let's get into the Stanford-Ganado game. This one was really incredible. It went to 3 overtimes, and it was just a great game to begin with. Everybody kind of knew that Stanford was kind of going back. They've kind of waited in the wings behind Hawley and Cisco, and now they've, their quarterback, Christian Durand, is an extremely good player, and Ganado has been one of those teams that beat Mason last year in the playoffs and kind of surprised some people, and now they beat Refugio in the playoffs this year, and let's just get right into the highlights. Big two-way action here. This might be the best game of the week. Stanford ball. Christian Durand throws it over the middle, but he gets picked off by Kane Hayden for the Indians. Ganado ball. About the 5-yard line, Bryce Ullman takes this one himself, powers through the line for the score. Ganado is up 7-0 with 9:09 left in the first quarter. Stanford gets things going here with a Durand pass to Braden Jimenez, 36-yard touchdown. For the score, he was wide open. Ganado, Stanford, 7-7 with 2:45 left in the opening quarter. Here we go, 5:42 left in the second quarter. Ullman's going to take the snap here. He's going to find Hayden on 3rd and long, corner of the end zone, front corner of the end zone there. Indians now lead 14-7 late in the second quarter. Bulldog ball. Durand goes deep for Jimenez, but Kane Hayden comes up with the second interception of the game. Indians go into the half up 14-7. We go third quarter. Bulldogs on the goal line. 4th and 1. Durand's going to hand this to Vega. He's going to tie the game up at 14-14 with 7:57 left in the third quarter. And this Ullman to Hayden connection has just been a problem for Stanford all game long. Here Ullman's going to find his safety blanket. Back of the end zone. Hayden secures it. Indians up 21-14 with 3:26 left in the third quarter. And now we're in the fourth quarter. Stanford ball. Vega's going to just get upfield, punch this one in. Tie the game up again with 5:56 left in the game. But it actually ends regulation right there. Or excuse me. This is the end of regulation. This is an auto kick. They line up for the field goal here. And he misses it. And we are headed to our first overtime. Indians here on the goal line. Logan Burrs takes this one, and Ganado is now up 28-21. And Stanford has to have an answer here. And Christian Durand is the man to find that answer in Clee Whitfield for the touchdown. Tied again, and now we're heading to our second overtime. Bulldogs trying to finish off the Indians. Durand takes the snap and looks downfield the end zone, but gets picked off by Luke Burrs. Ganado lines up to kick it to win it, but he misses it again, and now we are in our third overtime, triple overtime. Fantastic game. Ganado's Ullman takes the snap and goes to the back corner of the end zone for Austin Pena, who snags himself a score. Indians lead 30-28. Stanford gets their try here. Durand takes it, trying to extend the play here. He's going to try to get it to his guy, toss it over, but Ullman picks it, and Ganado wins 30-28. What a game. Hayden wins defensive MVP, and Ullman wins offensive MVP. Congratulations to the Ganado Indians. Great game by those guys there. Just played their hearts out. And Stanford, too. I mean, I don't know how you play any better. You played 3 overtimes. But we are going to move on really quick. Since 1994, Angelo Bolt Industrial Supply has served the Concho Valley for 30 years and counting. Angelo Bolt is the go-to place for fasteners, power tools, air compressors, safety equipment, and everything in between. Chances are Angelo Bolt will always have what you need when you need it, and the odd chance they don't have exactly what you're looking for, they'll find it fast. No request is too big or too small for Angelo Bolt, located at 808 Warehouse Road, where customer service is our top priority. Thank you, Angelo Bolt, for bringing us all of our coverage of all things sports in the Concho Valley. All right, we're going to move on to some 3A football here. We got Gunter versus Woodville. This was a defensive battle all game. I didn't really know anything about Woodville. I think this was the first year they've ever been to the state game, and they just played extremely well. We're going to get into the highlights right now. Start off the game with what looks like a Jordan Villagrana getting to Woodville quarterback Luke Babin for the sack. And then the Tigers defense going to hunt him down again. This time it's Hayden Farrell with his takedown of the quarterback. Gunter ball. Preston Tarpley here takes the snap. He's looking and he's looking, and he ends up getting taken down by Jathan Traylor. The first quarter ends with neither team scoring. It's 0-0 after the first quarter. It doesn't take long, though, for the Tigers to get on the board, though. Tarpley finds Cole Harple. End zone, 18-yard touchdown pass. Gunter goes up 7-0 over Woodville with 10:06 remaining in the first half. Gunter ball again. Tarpley's going to take it. He's going to look. Can't find anybody, and that's the big man, Dwayne Koenig, with the sling down sack. And here we go. Woodville 4th and 1. The Tigers defense gets a big time stop swarming that ball carrier, and that takes us to halftime. Now Gunter. Gunter ball again. There's some trickery afoot. Tarpley gets clocked, but Woodville's James Kelly snags himself an interception. That's the Eagles' second of the game. Defensive battle for sure, but Gunter would go on to win 28-0, and that is 3 state titles in a row for Gunter, which is insane that I think it's like 9 in the past so many years. They're just extremely, extremely talented up there. And now we're going to move on to Columbus and Malakoff. I thought this one was going to be a better game than what it was. But everyone knows Grayson Rigdon is at Columbus, and he had himself a game. Adam Schobel, their quarterback, had himself a game. Let's get into the highlights. Big 3A Adam Schobel sending a guy across the line. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to find number 11, Braylon Fisher, downfield for the big-time game. Now Columbus on the goal line. And yep, that's Grayson Rigdon skirting around the right side, in for the touchdown. Cardinals are up 7-0 with 9:25 left in the first quarter. Here you go, Malakoff threatening here. They're going to hand the ball off to Jarian Hall, who ties up the game. 6:35 left in the first. Now Columbus back on the goal line. Rigdon up and over, in for the second touchdown of the game with 2:54 left in the opening quarter here. Cardinals are now up 21-7. Adam Schobel's going to do his thing on this one and take this one on his own. Gets in for the score. 6:23 left in the second. Columbus would not stop there as they went on to win 48-14 over the Malakoff Tigers. Just a great game there. And it kind of just shows how talented that Grayson Rigdon is. He won at Strawn, he won at Benjamin. You go from the smallest 1A to now a big 3A, and you're still lighting it up. Just great. Just a great player there. I think he's going to go to Wyoming. I think he decommitted from North Carolina State, and he's going to Wyoming to play football and basketball. He averages like 45 points a game in basketball. He's just different. But we're going to move on now. We're going to hear a quick word from Jim Bass Ford.
Right now at Jim Bass, scan our QR code and find great deals on cars and trucks. Right now, you can get $11 grand in total savings on all remaining 2024 Ford F-150s in stock.
You can only get deals like this at Jim Bass Ford, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com, or you can use this QR code right here. It's on the other side, isn't it?
All right, we're getting into our 4A teams now. This was Carthage and Waco La Vega, and Salana and Kilgore. Let me pull this up real fast for you. All right, we're going to start with Waco La Vega and Carthage. Here the Carthage quarterback takes the ball, takes the snap, and he goes deep. He is picked off by Antoine Good Jr. for Waco La Vega. Carthage ball again, man in motion. Back across the line. Hands it off to Kelwin Edwards, who takes this one himself. Gets in for the score. Bulldogs lead 7-0 with 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Carthage on offense again. La Vega's defense is getting a workout. Jet Surratt calls him man in motion, snaps the ball, throws it to Cade Ross, who gets taken down before the sticks. Fourth down stop by the Pirates. Pirates ball here. 4:05 left. Courtney Parr calls for the ball, low snap, gets a handle on it, gets in for the score. 7-7. Carthage has an answer, though, and that answer is Kelwin Edwards. Played a huge part in this game. Gets the handoff, goes full beast mode down the field, sheds the entire defense, and goes the distance for the touchdown. Carthage is up 14-7 with 4:05 left before halftime. Pirates ball again. Parr takes the deep, goes for James DeGreat, but ends up throwing into double coverage. The Bulldog defender, Jaden Lewis, ends up with the pick, and that's the return here. Pirates on offense again. Parr takes a snap, goes left. He can't find anybody, and the Carthage defense closes in on him awful fast. And Carson Crawford ends up getting to Parr, pushing him out of bounds. Carthage would go on to win that one 28-14. Congratulations, Carthage Bulldogs. And great game from Waco there. 28-14 is that's just a good game. And now we're going to move on to Salina and Kilgore. Can State Highway 289 get another state champion? They already got Gunter. Can Salina beat Kilgore? Opening drive of the game, Salina's Bo Bentley chucks it deep to Ethan Rucker, who gets in for the score. Salina's up 7-0 with 10:52 left in the first quarter. Kilgore responds here, though. Kason Brooks hands it off to Isaiah Waters. Slashes through the defense there. In for the score. We're tied up 7-7 with 6:35 left in the opening quarter. Coming up Salina possession. They swiftly get back on top here. Going to set up the offense. Bentley takes a snap, and he's going to find his man Rucker again over the middle of the field, who takes it in for his second touchdown of the game. Salina leads Kilgore 13-7 with 5:10 left in the first quarter. End of the first quarter here. Brooks takes a snap. He's going deep to Ja'Cory Omarion, but it looks like interference from Maddox McCoy. I don't think they called anything there. I didn't get any text about it. Anyway, Kilgore's driving here in the second quarter. He finds Brooks. Brooks finds Javon Towns, makes a man miss on the screen, takes it home 14-13 Kilgore. And Salina and Kilgore ended up exchanging a couple field goals, making the score 19-14. With Salina still ahead with 2:16 left. Here Salina takes control. Bentley finds Colton Rodriguez down the field, who dances into the end zone with 41 seconds left in the second quarter. And yes, Highway 289 did get another state championship. Salana wins that one 55-21. Congratulations to Salana. They are perfect all year, playing extremely well. And yeah, they're perfect. Congratulations. We're going to move on real quick to Texas Bank. For any banking needs, go to Texas Bank. Proven local strong is how customers refer to Texas Bank, one of the most successful banks in the Lone Star State. Texas Bank is a full-service bank with over $2 billion in assets, and they operate in 16 locations from El Paso to Dallas-Fort Worth, including 3 right here in San Angelo, located at 2201 Sherwood Way, 1815 North Chadburn, and 4206 College Hills. Texas Bank staff are your friends, family, and neighbors. All right, we're going to get through a quick review of the scores for everybody. All right, Salana and Kilgore, 55-21. Salana is your state champions. Jayton and Oakwood, 54-8. Jayton, state champions. Gordon over Whiteface, 70-24. Congratulations to Gordon. Munster over Shiner, 36-29. Gunter over Woodville, 28-0. Carthage over Waco La Vega, 28-14. Columbus over Malakoff, 48-14. And right now, that game is at the half. I can actually maybe check and update this on this for us real quick. Actually, no, I can't. But at the half, Richmond Randall was up 24-14. And this game, South Lake Carroll, Austin Vandergrift is tomorrow. North Crowley, Austin, Westlake is tomorrow. And Highland Park and Smithson Valley is tomorrow. Thank you, Texas Bank, for bringing us all of our scores throughout the year. Yeah, this has been Cover 1. We will be doing an all Cover 1 team this year. And stay tuned to San Angelo Live and our social medias and South Plains Live for all the state 6A state championships tomorrow. Until then, I'm James Bouligny, and we'll see you later.